Chapter 9 of Rethinking Scoliosis. Picture a suit that looks like light workout gear, but acts like a personal coach for scoliosis, using the twisting from your natural walking motion make your spine and core to stand tall without you even thinking about it. And you have the heart of reflexive response rehabilitation, a smarter way to move that centers on the ScoliSMART Activity Suit. The idea behind the suit is simple yet powerful. Instead of locking the torso in place like a brace, the suit adds gentle elastic tension in key places, so every step, reach, or turn sends extra signals, called proprioceptive input, to the brain, telling it exactly where the spine is in space and how to correct tiny wobbles before they pile up into a visible curve. When you walk in the suit, stretchy bands cross from one shoulder to the opposite hip, and from one leg to the opposite side of the waist, creating a mild twisting pull that copies the natural spiral pattern healthy bodies use to stay balanced. The pull is not strong enough to hurt or restrict motion. Rather, it whispers to deep muscles such as the multifidus, rotators, and transverse abdominis, reminding them to wake up and fire a split second earlier than usual. Because these core stabilizers are packed with nerve endings that talk straight to the balance center in the brainstem, even small jolts of feedback get noticed. Each time a stabilizer responds, it tugs the vertebrae back toward midline, and after thousands of micro-corrections in a single afternoon, the brain starts to memorize a truer posture. Think of it like typing a password so many times that your fingers know it without looking at the keys. Eventually, your muscles know straight alignment the same way. Traditional rigid bracing, by contrast, crams the spine into place from the outside and shuts off muscle work inside, almost like casting a broken arm. When the brace comes off, the muscles are weak and the brain has no better map of how to hold the spine, so curves often rebound, a problem doctors call post-brace loss. The suit flips that script by using movement, not immobility, as medicine. Wearing it during normal tasks such as walking the dog, going to the mall, or shooting hoops turns daily life into an endless therapy session that costs no extra time. Parents notice practical wins: less slouching at dinner, easier time sitting through class, and fewer complaints of back fatigue on long car rides. Because the suit is made of neoprene, it fits under loose shirts, making it socially friendly, and its flat seams prevent skin rub. The adjustment process is quick. Straps tighten or loosen with Velcro tabs, so a growing teen can manage changes in minutes without a trip to the clinic, unlike braces that need new plastic molds or heat guns. Because the suit never fully immobilizes, kids can join sports such as soccer or volleyball while wearing it, which multiplies the proprioceptive input as joints bend, twist, and land. Over weeks, the brain rewires through a process called synaptic plasticity, strengthening circuits that favor symmetric muscle firing. A common question is whether the suit can reverse existing curves or only prevent new ones. Evidence indicates it does both. Mild curves under 30 degrees often shrink by 5 to 10 degrees within a year of faithful wear, while moderate curves stay stable rather than climbing into surgical range. The suit pairs well with other whole-body supports such as vitamin D for bone strength and neurotransmitter balance for muscle timing, creating synergy that a brace alone cannot match. Kids who once dreaded sliding into a brace now look forward to wearing the suit because it feels like athletic gear. And that boost in mood matters. Less stress means lower cortisol, which in turn helps keep bones denser. Practical tips in the chapter teach families to start slow, maybe 1 hour the first day, and add 15 minutes daily to avoid muscle soreness. To launder the suit in cold water and hang dry to keep elastic fibers strong, and to swap out inserts every 6 months to match growth spurts. Real-life stories bring the concept home. Trevor, age 11, began with a 26-degree thoracolumbar curve. He wore the suit during evening bike rides and morning chores, logging about 4 hours daily. After 6 months, his follow-up x-ray showed a stable curve, but even more important, his posture app no longer flagged right shoulder drop. and his mom said he stopped leaning on desks at school. Then there is Asha, a 13-year-old gymnast with a 17-degree curve and a family history of spinal fusions. She integrated the suit into warm-ups on the balance beam, and within 4 months her beam coach noticed straighter landings and improved hip alignment, signs that reflex patterns were evening out. The suit uses only gentle elastic force. It cannot overcorrect. Pressure sensors built into the newer models beep if straps are tightened past recommended tension, and an online dashboard lets clinicians check usage data remotely, allowing quick feedback if wear time dips. Parents worried about heat can choose a lighter mesh version for summer, and kids who play contact sports can slip a thin spine pad under jerseys for extra cushion. Schools often allow the suit because it does not set off metal detectors or hinder playground activity. Insurance codes exist in some regions, and advocacy groups are working to expand coverage, pointing to studies showing lower long-term costs compared to bracing and surgery. Critically, reflexive response rehabilitation is not a solo act, but part of a broader plan called the 3C model: chemical, connective, and coordinated. While the suit tackles the coordinated layer by retraining muscle firing, nutrition and hormone support handle the chemical layer, and weight-bearing exercise plus collagen supplements shore up the connective layer of bone and ligament. Kids receive a simple tracker chart with 3 columns: suit hours, nutrient check, exercise minutes, to color at the end of each day, turning therapy into a game and reinforcing accountability. For clinicians, the biggest shift is mindset. Instead of policing brace wear, they become coaches who fine-tune strap angles, celebrate gains in plank hold times, and adjust suit protocol when growth spurts hit. In summary, reflexive response rehabilitation turns movement itself into medicine, teaching the body to straighten its own map rather than forcing it into shape with rigid shells or metal rods. The ScoliSMART Activity Suit is more than fabric and straps. It is a wearable signal that tells the brain, this is how a balanced spine feels, until feeling becomes habit and habit hardens into true structural change, giving growing kids the freedom to run, jump, and dream big without a curved shadow bending those dreams out of line.